Hi, friends, family. I'm here with Dino Tzanetos from Athens, Greece. He is a Greek missionary and a very dear friend of Sycamore View and lots of other congregations here in the States. And you and Mata, your lovely wife, are in Memphis for a little while. And we just want to take a few minutes and get caught up with you on camera and ask you a few questions. So, good morning, and how are you?
Good morning. I'm great.
Good.
Every
good.
time I come here, we feel great. This is home for us.
Well, we're so glad you're here.
This
We're
is
so
home.
glad you're here.
And
How long has it
we
been?
come every 2 years.
Yeah, and the last time you were here,
It was about the same
it
time.
was pre-COVID.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
pre-COVID.
So-
Soon we went back home. We were stopped by COVID,
Right.
And that was the time that the work actually stopped. We were locked down. The church building is still closed from March of 2020 until even now.
Wow.
Yesterday I got my latest government notification that the measure was extended for another one more week until the middle of November.
Oh, okay.
So that's the way we go. So we never know when it's going to open.
Wow. Well, that's heartbreaking.
It
all
is.
of us have dealt with that in different ways, but some places it's been more extreme.
Well,
than-
we're not
than
even
others.
allowed to go to the church building, only I, because I'm the representative, just to go get some stuff from the office and then leave again.
Yeah.
It's
So,
terrible.
so how have you been able to stay connected with the church over the past 2 years?
Well, everything is done online. Using the Zoom
Yeah.
application, whatever that is.
Right.
I don't know.
Did you know what Zoom was 2 years ago?
I didn't know.
I
had
didn't
no
either.
idea.
Nobody did, but now everybody knows.
I had no idea. But anyway, it's better than nothing.
It is.
Of course, it's just like eating canned food, not real food, but you know what I mean. And the Greek brethren are people who love to be together.
Yeah.
And that is a really negative feeling for all of us, but there's nothing else we can do.
Are you able to go to homes and visit? there,
Recently, we started to be able to go only those who have been vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, you can't go.
Okay.
But we're almost 19 months now, it was only by phone. Well, sometimes, many times actually, Mara and I violated the law, forgive me, Lord, but but we had to go to deliver food,
Yeah.
take them to hospital, to a doctor, give them clothes, pay their bills,
Right.
anything we could do, we did it.
I know that you were already in a financial crisis with the austerity measures that have been put in place some time ago. Has COVID made that worse? Have some of your congregation, I know you have a lot of international folks, have they had to
Well,
go
COVID
back to
actually
their
made
home
it,
countries?
extended the measures.
Okay.
By the end of 2019, beginning 2020, we were hoping that things began to change.
Yeah.
Financially, business started
Starting to
open and
look
all.
better.
And COVID came right immediately. And so we found ourselves in the same position like it was during the austerity. And it's difficult for those who already had been unemployed for so many years, and they had a big hope that, tomorrow things will change, and now they're just back at the same position again. That's, and of course, the other thing that COVID caused that nobody knew, this lockdown, that people couldn't go out,
Right.
and Greek people are people to go out.
Yeah.
That's where they find happiness, to be honest with you. Then they go back home to sleep. They don't even communicate. That really caused a very big psychological problem.
Well, I knew you said, you told us here in our church Sunday morning that when people are stuck by themselves for long periods of time, the worst
comes out.
And I completely agree. We understand that. How has that been just personally as a missionary for you and Mata? I know you weren't alone, you had each other, but
for the Christians, it's different. Let's be honest, okay? Let me put it this way. I think I said that Sunday, that we develop happiness within us because of God. These people over there don't. For them, happiness comes from going to a restaurant, going out to walk, going to a ball game, anything, Since they cannot do that and being locked all day, 24 hours a day in the house, they became unhappy.
yeah.
That was an unhappiness that it was always covered, by the things that we're doing outside.
Yeah.
Now that we're not doing it, so this thing just kind of surfaced up.
So for
And,
you and Mata, there's been kind of an internal sense of,
Well, it is, you might say that in terms for everybody, but like I said, for the Christians it's different because we know how to develop happiness, even if it's just the two of us, you know. We study the Bible, we sing a song, Christian song, we call somebody. We don't need outside things to make us happy, okay? And of course, using phone calls and calling to Jim or to Justin, you know, just keep up with him. But the others, and that was our big concern because this was on the news every day.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the last 5 months, 6 women were killed by their husbands
A lot of
for no
domestic
reason.
violence.
You know, I mean, allow me the expression, foolish reasons, you know.
Yeah.
But it happened. So the brethren kept hearing all that happening everywhere. So we said, they are humans as well. There might be a possibility that it might be affected. So that's where we spend our time to hold the family together. And don't allow this kind of thinking cross the borders, you know, and get into their life.
Right.
And I think we've done a good job. God did it, actually.
Well, good. I'm sure he did. I know you didn't. You're not that good. You're good.
No, I know.
But you're not that good.
No.
Mata's even better, but she's not
Yes.
that good, right?
Yes.
So a lot of our conversation typically is about the work of the church and your mission, you're reaching people for Jesus, caring for people in his name. And obviously that's a big focal point and that's very important. But just kind of for this time and this video that we're making today, tell us a little bit about just your family. You have adult children and they have things going on, and
Well,
how do you keep up with them? And what do
We
you
have
do?
2 children. Our daughter is here. She lives here in North Carolina with her husband. They have a child. Unfortunately, we have this health problem with her now. She was diagnosed with cancer. And our son is still in Athens. He's married and working there. They're expecting a baby until Christmas. So they're both grown-ups. Their life has already been set up. You know, they just follow the rules every adult follows, you know, in order to survive, you know. So we've been blessed. They're both wonderful children. And we just pray that the good Lord will continue to, you know, just any other child, you know, to cover them with his grace and be with them, you know.
Well, we'll definitely be praying for your daughter.
Well,
and,
I appreciate
you and
that.
Mata are able to go spend some time with him? while
Well,
you're
not
away?
yet, because soon we arrived, we started our trip. But she came. She had to see a doctor in Nashville
Okay.
who takes care of her, and she will be back in Nashville for Thanksgiving. So we will see her again. And then we'll probably go to North Carolina where she is to see her.
Good.
Well, because we need to encourage her as well. You know.
Sure.
She's strong, she's faithful, but remember, we're humans.
We are.
Also.
We are. Well, how can people who are watching this, what would you ask them to be praying for you and for Mata and for the work in Greece and for your family?
Well, for Mara and me, all we need is just strength and patience. That's the 2 elements we need, you know. The rest God provides. But we need to have good health so we can do the job, you know. And patience because there's so many new things we experience every day. And there's so many things happening among the brethren, especially because of this financial thing that kept church members unemployed for 6-7 years, you know.
Right.
And that's not easy to deal.
No.
And even though they don't ask you, they look at you just like they're expecting some kind of an answer. So being the father and the mother, you know, the congregation, we need patience and the good health to do that. As for that, we love him more than we love our own family, so we don't have problem there, you know. Now, as for the Greek brethren, the last 12 years, actually, the first 10 years were focused upon those who are extremely poor because of the unemployment. The last 2 years for the whole congregation because of COVID. Sorry to say, even though our work is to spread the gospel, the people we're reaching, actually the Greek people, they were not ready for that yet. Because both times, during the austerity, and even now, they blame God. So you go to talk to them and they say, which God are you talking about? The one who caused all these things? Of course he hasn't, but to them it's difficult yet. Therefore, since that door for right now, it's a little closed, it's not we focus with the church to prevent the church from being harmed, but remain strong. You know, every time you do what is more important to do for that particular time. And right now, that's what we do. The church is doing great, and all these people who are watching us will do us great favor if they pray for the Greek brethren. So we will remain strong and faithful.
Strength and patience for you, Amada, and it sounds like
The same
this is
things pretty much for them as well, yeah.
Season for the church to
Yes.
maybe gain strength from each other.
Yes, and remain as we are right now. One thing, their faith is stronger now than ever, which is not easy, you know, when you go under all those things, unless the devil comes back again with another weapon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure. Which he
but
will.
he will,
always
he will. But it's going to be difficult because we managed to get on our knees ourselves and pray before he puts us on our knees and make us say, "Are you still there?"
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So I think that was our big success. Now we know how he works. Some of the things we've learned, we can use it against him, you know, right now. So
Yeah.
we're pretty much covered, not fully covered, you know, but secured, you know. Remember, when you want and when you love, you always find a way to do it. If you don't love, then excuses come one after the other.
Love never fails.
Okay, so we do love the Lord, and we always find a way to do it. All we want from him is just to give us the strength, the physical strength to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
He has shown his healing hand and helping hand through all those years, and even though it was not much or what it was necessary, not what we wanted, but what was necessary, still it was better than nothing, and everybody knows God has not deserted us. He's still there.
Amen. Well, we love you. You're a hero of mine.
Oh,
and
come on.
You're an
Forget about it.
inspiration.
I'm just the tool. I'm the fifth, the spare wheel of the car.
Well, but you're on the car. You're part of it, and God's using you.
That
and
way,
God
that
has
way.
used you for a lot of years, and you
Yeah.
continue to be faithful and continue
Well,
serving.
and
we love you. And,
We love you too, and we thank you guys here because I told you, and I'm going to be repeating it. Without you, we cannot do anything.
Well,
Together, we can do everything.
We're
okay?
all in it together.
So-
If people are watching this video, there will be a link with this video. I know it's on Sycamore View. We have a link. It's sycamoreview.org/316. You can find out some more information about Dino
Okay.
and Mata and the work.
Just remember, the most wonderful thing in this world is to be a child of God
Amen.
and have Him hold your hand and lead you through the difficult times.
Great words to end by. Thank you, brother.
Love you guys. Thank
Love
you.
you
God
too.
bless you in everything you do.